Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammond's Hobbies. My name's Glenn, and in today's video I'm actually going to show you my entire Turbo Attax 2025 collection. So let's get right into it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been smashing up the like button on these videos, and to all the new subscribers. Welcome to my channel here. If you like collecting sports cards or TCGs in general, you're in safe hands here. Consider clicking that subscribe button. You can also follow me for extra content over on my Instagram channel under the name Hammond's Hobbies. You could join the Facebook group where there's over 6,000 members racing sports cards. The links to all of these are in the description down below. There's a brand new WhatsApp group where there's over 200 people now that have joined the chat conversations over on WhatsApp, so make sure you come and join us over there. And you can take part in live box breaks, single sales, sab sales with me over on Whatnot app, where if you use my link in the description down below, you can get £10 of free credit. So you could even take part in one of my shows for free. You can also obviously support me directly, for me and my family, by heading on over to hammondshobbies.com, where I've listed over 50,000 single cards and sealed products. So any new F1 releases, make sure you always go and check out. And a slight little tip for you guys that watch these videos on a regular basis: there is going to be a brand new exclusive set coming out at the start of next week, so make sure you keep an eye out on hammondshobbies.com, because it will be first come first served. But that is for another video. Let's talk about the complete set of Turbo Attax 4. The set has been out now for a couple of months, and I'm sure many of you out there will be nearing the end of your collections, unless you're going for something really crazy. I haven't actually completed the entire set, but I'm going to show you guys what stage I'm at as of September 2025. A little side note, somebody commented in one of my live shows and asked the question, Glenn, are all them binders behind you, are they just for show, or do they actually have cards in? And I was like, yeah, of course they've got cards in it. And when I was repeating this story to someone else in real life, they said, yeah, I thought the same. And I was like, what? So there seems to be a whole group of people out there that are watching my content that are thinking I'm buying binders just to put on a shelf so it looks like I've got a collection. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to put that right. So I'm going to have to start doing content now showing some of my complete sets. So let's get right into today's one, which is Turbo Attax 2025. Right, so I have here my Turbo Attax 2025 complete binder set. Many of you I know will ask, Glenn, what binder and sleeves are you using? So just a quick one. This is a Voltex binder. They're the best guys in the UK for premium binders. You can actually head on over to voltex.com, and they've given my audience a 10% discount code. All you need to do is at the end of the checkout type the word Hammonds, and you'll get 10% off the entire website. That includes binders, top loaders, sleeves, semi-rigids, team bags, you name it, they sell it for protection of your card. So go and check those out. In terms of the sleeves that I've used in here, I've gone for Dragon Shield. I haven't got a discount code for them, but they are typically the best sleeves for sort of TCG Fin style cards, in my opinion. So there you go. That's it. Hopefully that's everything. That saves 90% of your questions that are going to appear in the comment section. Right, we are going to start off then with a look at the entire set of Turbo Attax 2025, where I put in the game guide and the full checklist that comes with the binder set that you can get. I typically don't like the binders that Topps give you. It's quite a cheap one, but then it is in a bundle for 10 quid, whereas these binders are typically 25 to 35 pounds, so you get what you pay for, I suppose. But we've got here the XL cards, so we've got 3 of them here. George Russell and Max Verstappen are both Silverstone exclusives, and the Lewis Hamilton one, standard one that you get with the starter binder. So quite easy to get hold of. These two though are rare, so I'm glad obviously I went to Silverstone. There is another GC card or giant card, and that is a George Russell that I got from Topps.com exclusive. I just haven't put it in here yet, so I need to include that in there. Then we move on to the actual actual base set, which is what a lot of you will be here for. So the actual way that Topps design their binders is with the view that you're going to use their one, which is a 9 slot per page binder. So you'll notice a lot of these sets are in 9 cards. So each of the teams have 9 cards. So as you're flicking through the pages, you should see the strategy cards on page 1, then the McLaren team on page 2, and so on and so on and so on. But it sort of comes into its own a bit later when there's more than 9 cards in a particular set. So let's have a little look through it and have a look. If you don't like the way that I've laid this out, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or suggestions if you know a better way. But yeah, we've got our strategy cards, and we then go into the McLaren team. Now, obviously, the biggest chase is going to be these autograph or signature style cards. They're printed on signatures of the drivers. So this one's got the Lando plus the little 4 there, which looks pretty cool. And these are really hard to hit actually this year. Last year, they were included in starter bundles, which I think was a mistake, but Topps didn't clock onto it. But this year it's 1 per display box, which, if you don't know, a display box is 24 packs. So 24 times £2.50 on average, you should be hitting one of these for every 60-ish quid of cards packs that you buy, which obviously can work out expensive because there is 20 of them, 1 for each driver. So you do the math on that, 60 quid times 20. So it would cost you quite a lot to actually pull them all yourself. We got Charles Leclerc, obviously the big one, Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, being a Lewis fanboy, you know I had to collect the Lewises. So this set is pretty much complete, apart from a few cards at the end actually. So maybe I'll need your help. So stick around to the end of the video. If you have some spares of the ones that I need, please get in touch. I'll happily do a trade with you, or obviously I can buy them off you. But we then move into the different teams. We've got Haas here, we've got the RB Visa Cash App, we've got the Williams team, Stake Sauber, and then we move into our new category here where they've put sort of one of each driver in here in a sort of landscape style card. We then move into the pole position category. Now, I should state that with all these cards, there's no difference in rarity or anything. Essentially, the whole set is, if you like, common, uncommon, or whatever you want to call it, bulk or whatever. Obviously, it's lovely to put it all together and put it in how they want you to display it. But what I'm trying to say is that there isn't any driver or cards in the base set that would be really, really hard to hit. I'll show you the ones that are then tougher a bit to complete a bit later on, but essentially you can pull any of these cards from any pack at any time, including the giant the tin bundles, the jumbo bundles, or whatever. So there isn't anything in here that is like, oh, this is a really hard set to put together. All of the base cards are equally printed across an equal amount of packs, if you know what I mean. I do like that Topps have done these track cards this year. I think they should do this every year, where they put in an image of each track. We then have the sprint race winners. We've got these sort of nationality flag cards. I really like these. These remind me of Flagship 2021 when they did the Flags of Foundation set. So very reminiscent of that. I quite like that. And that continues on to the next page here. Obviously, Kimi Antonelli's a big one, Liam Lawson, Gabriel Bortoletto. Then we have their sort of like some of their memes or sayings that they've said over the radio, printed onto a card. Then we move into the F2 category. Obviously, the big chases are Arvid Lindblad at the moment and Alex Dunn. He seems very popular. Jack Crawford, people speculating that he might go to Cadillac, but I think it's been confirmed now. Bottas and Perez for next year, so obviously they're going to make a comeback. So we have all the F2 driver portraits. Then we move into F3. So if any of these guys work their way into obviously F2, then F1, and then let's say they go on to win the championship, these will always be fun to refer back to, because these are technically their first images in any set. So yeah, it's interesting to sometimes keep hold of some of these F3 cards, because you just never know, do you? We've got F3 drivers individually portraits, and then we have F2 Stars of Tomorrow in this sort of like foil set. Now this is the very first sort of foils other than the signature styles and the team logos. Stars of Tomorrow, so this is what they call a mirror foil. Obviously it's very reflective like a mirror, and any the cards that you see that are either mirror foil or rainbow foil, which we'll discuss in a second, they can be hit in parallels. Everything I've just shown you up to this very card point cannot be hit in parallels. So apart from the signature styles and obviously the team logos, they are mirror foils as well. So we have Stars of Tomorrow, then it goes into Rainmaster. This Rainmaster set, I have to say, again, there's no rarity to it, so I'm not trying to big it up or anything. But I really like the artwork for these Rainmasters, especially obviously King Louis. I wish you could pull these in parallel, because I would complete a whole set of these in parallel format. So that's a bit of a shame. I really like these Rainmaster cards. I hope they do something like that in Chrome. We then have Meme Mayhem. I'm not a huge fan of these meme cards. They look a bit gimmicky, if I'm being honest. Sorry, Tops, if you're listening. We have some Rising Rookies. We have Victory Laps for people that have obviously won races. We've got Pit Stop Pros for the constructors. We then move on to the Tops Awards. So this is where they normally put a poll up on their Instagram or Twitter feed, and obviously fans can vote on who they feel is. We then have Constructor Kings. Sort of cards representing the constructors that are in it at the moment that have been world champions. We got Sir Jackie Stewart, Emerson Fittipaldi, James Hunt, Alan Prost, Nigel Mansell and Gilles Villeneuve. Now something interesting is that they've made some of these legends mirror foils, like this Jackie Stewart is a mirror foil, which means you can again hit parallels in it, but some of them are just base cards. So there's a mixture in here jumbled together of some you can hit parallels of, some you can't. So this is the whole next page of the legends. And as you get towards the end of the legends, we've got obviously Juan Pablo Montoya, Jack Villeneuve, David Coulthard, Damon Hill, Kimi Räikkönen, Gerhard Berger, Mario Andretti, Mika Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher, of course. And then we have the 3 current world champions, which it has been that case for quite a while now. And that is Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. They're the only current F1 world champion drivers on the grid, so those are typically the most popular cards to collect. That could all change this year though if one of the McLaren boys actually win the title this year. Fingers crossed. Come on, Lando, show them how it's done. We then move on to the diamond pools. Now this actually worked out really well for my binder, because instead of it being a 9 slot binder, obviously I've got the 12, there is actually 12 of them to collect here. So these fit on the same page really neatly, which I'm really happy about. So we've got Lando, Lewis, Max, Yuki, Kimi, Alonso, Stroll, Jack Doohan, who's no longer in F1, that's how quick it changes recently, Esteban Ocon, Isaac Hadjar, Alex Albon and Gabriel Bortoleto. These diamond pool cards, again, they're slightly harder to pull, but they are really nice looking cards. I don't know if you can pick up on that. It has a sort of rainbow, I don't know, sort of like frosting effect. Very similar to the signature styles from last year. Very, very nice finish on these. I really like them. We then move on to what I refer to as the rainbow foils. These rainbow foils are not quite the mirror foils that we saw earlier that have just a very reflective surface. These actually shimmer a rainbowish colour depending on how you catch the light. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but it has a really cool multicolour pattern going across it. So I really like that. So you got the podium powers, then you have the supernovas. I think the supernovas look the bomb, if I'm being completely honest. I think the supernovas look really smart, and they've got like a bit extra detail in them, if you know what I mean. So I like them. I like the supernovas. That takes us up to card 353. Then the last 3 cards in the set, in theory, for the base set is Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen and Mika Hakkinen on the 100 club. Now, I say that's the end of the base set. That is all cards numbered all the way up to 356. So that is, in my opinion, a complete base set of Turbo Attax 2025. We then move into sort of like the tin exclusive, jumbo exclusive, tops.com exclusives, track event exclusives, and these are still ongoing. For example, as of recording this video, it is a Friday night on the 5th of September. Well, the Monza Grand Prix is on this weekend, and I already know that they've released 2 limited editions just for Monza. So they're 2 that I will now need to collect for this binder. So in my opinion, this is the end of the base set. Now we've got all of the tin exclusives, tops.com exclusives, and obviously those limited editions, which is always changing depending on the products they release and depending on what events they have going on. So let's have a little look. We've got the Track Titans down the bottom here. They look really cool. I really like them. They are for the jumbo boxes. I think the jumbo boxes actually have quite decent value for money. Can't get hold of them now though at the moment. Tops.com is sold out of Turbo Attax. F1 website I think has some. We then move on to Driven Duos. We've then got the exclusive limited edition Diamond Edition, which is the Diamond Tin. Again, they're sold out everywhere. I can't find anyone who's got these Diamond Tins. So if you're watching this video and you have loads of these tins floating about, please get in touch with me because I can't find them for love nor money. So hopefully you guys completed a lot of your sets because this is becoming hard to chase sealed product down now to rip open if you want them for yourself. Spoke to Tops and they said, yeah, this is the first year we've ever sold out of Turbo Attax. It's a mass produced product that they think, oh yeah, this will last the whole year. Well, it's only been out a month or 2 and it's sold out everywhere. So do with it what you will with that knowledge. We then have the Shakedown Tin exclusives. So what they've done is in the green tins you get these Shakedown exclusive portraits of the drivers, and the drivers that are not featured in this Shakedown portrait tin set have a helmet collection. So you can either get every single driver but in a helmet collection or a Shakedown image, so that they've evenly represented every single driver in theory. But these are the most popular images in the set. The helmet collection, or the lids if you like, these are very popular cards. Some of these sell, like especially Lewis's one, I've seen it sell for 15-20 quid just on its own, which is crazy for a mass produced set of cards in a mass produced product. So you guys absolutely loving the lightning lid tins and the helmet collection. We then move on to the limited editions. Now the limited editions, you can pull a lot of them in obviously packs or starter packs, bundles, boxes, jumbo boxes. You have to sort of collect an array or one of each product really to be able to hit one of each sort of exclusive card for the product. So we've got limited edition 1, then limited edition 2, Lewis and Kimi. They come in the starter packs or the starter bundles, and then all of these are in number order. So we've got Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso. We've got obviously the rookies, Gabriel Bortoleto, Isaac Ajad, Jack Doohan, Red Hot Chili for Carlos Sainz. That's a really cool sort of artwork. Tops have gone for something a bit different for him, which is really nice. And then you got this ruby red Michael Schumacher. Really like that one. You got ruby red Charles, and now they've just released their ruby red Lewis Hamilton, I believe, as well. So very popular cards, these ones. And then you'll notice there's a gap there. Well, that is because LE26 is then the tops.com exclusives. There was 2 of them. I missed out on them though because I just completely forgot. And there was 2 of them, so I actually missed out on 2 of them. I'm hoping to do a trade or a buy or sell with somebody. But you'll notice I've actually left gaps for more than just 2. I've left enough space there for about 6. That's because in my head I was thinking, right, how many exclusives are Topps going to release this year? Normally it's 1 or 2 in a race, but sometimes they're the giant cards. So I've left enough space for 6, and then I've got 2 here at the end. So maybe there are some more. But as far as I'm aware, that is all the limited editions. These three here are the Fnatic store in London exclusives. We have this Lando Norris Gold, which is a Silverstone exclusive, and this Alan Prost as well. So as of recording this video, September 2025, that is all the limited editions that you can pull. Although I will say that they have just released, as of recording this video today, two Monza exclusives, which is Lewis Hamilton in Amethyst and Charles Leclerc, I believe, in like a ruby red or something along those lines. So yeah, definitely make sure you check them out. Join the Facebook group, the link's in the description down below, because there's 6,000 people that are all posting about Turbo Attax, Chrome, Dynasty, so make sure you're a part of the conversation. We then move on to the Black Edge cards. Now, out of all of this this collection, obviously I'm missing the two Topps.com exclusives, but then the next thing that I really need to sort of buck my ideas up and try and finish it off, and that is the Black Edge cards. I'm missing card number 1 and 2, which is Michael Schumacher and I believe, I don't know, like Max Verstappen or someone. So yeah, really want to get these two ticked off. But again, the jumbo boxes are all sold out. They're sold out on the Topps.com website. They're sold out at the Fnatic store in London. I've been to all my local Tesco's and Asda's, and none of them have any of it. So yeah, as it stands right now, I can't complete this set unless I do obviously a buy or a trade with somebody on the Facebook group or on eBay. So that might be the route I have to go down. Then we have, at the end of this set, included in the jumbo boxes, you got these racing green team logos. So I collected one of each of those. I thought, why not? And then we move on to the relics, which you get from the Diamond Tin exclusives. Now, I did a YouTube video showing you guys me opening these ones. I haven't opened any since because, yet again, and this makes it sound like I'm trying to repeat myself on purpose, but I'm just stating these are sold out everywhere. You can't get the Diamond Tins, not that I've seen anywhere, at retail price. So this could be a very interesting set, because at the minute, completing it like this, you know, to me doesn't have any massive wealth or value in it. But over time, who knows, maybe this will go down as a fan favorite set, because like I say, I've never seen Turbo Attax sell out before. Obviously the big hit there is the Michael Schumacher relic. I should send it off for grading, but I just quite like it there, to be honest. So I need to actually collect all the other relics in the set, so I've left enough space there to do that, and this page here as well. So once I get all of those, then I'll feel like, and the Black Edge cards, I will feel like, yep, all done, set finished, ticked it off, and I can go and put it in storage or something. So yeah, what do you guys think of this complete set of Turbo Attax 2025? I will be changing my collection about a bit once the new product comes out that's due out for next week, because that will give you very high odds of hitting low numbered rarity cards for this set. And this year they've upped their game, because they've actually included a couple of cards which we'll talk about next week. So I'm really excited to show you guys that, and I'm really excited to get it here at Hammond's Hobby so I can rip some just for myself. So I'm looking forward to that, so keep an eye out for that at the start of next week. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have, comment down below, because if you guys don't tell me that you enjoy this content and I don't see enough interaction back, I'll just assume that everyone finds these boring and nobody wants to see any more of them, so I won't record anymore. So make sure, if you do enjoy this content, share it, repost it, like it, subscribe, comment down below, all of that good stuff, because it really does help the analytics and it makes YouTube push this content out to other collectors, and hopefully we can bring some people here into the F1 card community to help it grow overall. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.